call to the member for Moncrieff.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I'm so pleased to rise here in the Federation Chamber today to speak about my electorate of Moncrieff, that I love deeply, and youth, the future of our great country. And last month I asked members from the Moncrieff Community Cabinet to nominate a youth representative aged between 15 and 24 to attend the Moncrieff Youth Roundtable in my office. And on October the 13th, youth representatives across the electorate came together. We talked about those issues that are important to young people today, and the Mission Australia Youth Survey from 2021 outlined the top 5 areas of concern for the young people of our country. And so we talked about social impact on young people and, of course, the impact of COVID-19 on their education, the interruption to that, the environment and sustainability, which of course is important to everybody across our great nation, everybody across the world, but in particular this is a concern for young people, their economic future. And remarkably, many of the participants actually said that they hadn't spoken about this before. It's not something they'd learned about in school, and they were particularly keen to learn about how they could have a strong economic future. Equality and inclusion, of course, again, very, very important in the top 5 key areas of concern for young people. And last but certainly not least, Deputy Speaker, is mental health and well-being, which is, of course, an area that we spent extra time on. It was a great day in a room full of insightful feedback, and we talked about the lives of young people and what they wanted to do for their future and, of course, their dreams. One of the key outcomes was to put together the establishment of the Gold Coast Youth Cabinet, which I'm very, very excited to work with. And just a couple of comments from some of the participants. Matt, who's 17, has a strong interest in mental health, and he said through the Cabinet that he was hoping to do some good and raise awareness for concerns the community is trying to get help with. And Kimberly, also 17, said, "Youth is the future. We're the next generation who will guide the country and be leaders. So if the leaders know what we're interested in and what we want to do and what we want them to do, they can work towards our issues and voice them for us." And so the Gold Coast Youth Cabinet will help me form the agenda for the Gold Coast Youth Impact Summit, which we are convening on the Gold Coast next March, which will bring together 200 delegates from across the Gold Coast to talk about these 5 top key issues, but also provide opportunities for young people on the Gold Coast. And it's my great pleasure and great honour to work with the young people of the Gold Coast as the Shadow Minister for Youth about their future dreams, about their future aspirations. Just a quick word to the youth of Australia. You are our future, and I'm very keen to work with you to make sure that you have a very strong voice on your future and the future direction of our country.